Some of you came into this year with fire in your heart, with dreams bigger than your doubts, with a New Year's resolution that you swore you would keep no matter what. But let me ask you something tonight. Have you given up? Have you thrown in the towel before the battle has even ended? Have you let fear, frustration, and distraction steal your dream from you? I want you to hear me clearly tonight. It's not over yet. Listen, every year, millions of people make resolutions. They write them down. They feel inspired. They see themselves at the finish line. And yet, by February, most have already quit. But I'm here to tell you, God, purpose, destiny, and your potential do not care about the calendar. Just because you stumbled does not mean you failed. Just because the first few steps were hard does not mean the journey is over. Tonight, we are going to awaken that fire again, because you were made to finish strong. You were made to push past the pain. You were made to rise even when it seems impossible. You have to remember why you started. Right now, I want you to go back to the very beginning, back to that moment when your heart was on fire, when your mind was filled with vision, and when your soul knew that you were destined for something greater. That moment, that sacred moment, is still alive inside of you, even if life has tried to bury it under doubt, disappointment, and distraction. Think about it. What was it that woke you up in the middle of the night and made you write down your dream? What was it that made you feel that surge of excitement, that hope that you could be better, do more, and reach higher? That was no accident. That was a calling. That was a purpose whispering in your ear, urging you to rise. And now some of you have let the noise of the world, the criticism of others, and the weight of your own discouragement make you forget. You've lost sight of the fire that once burned so brightly. But I'm here to tell you tonight, you cannot allow yourself to forget your beginning, because the beginning carries your blueprint, your energy, your original vision. It carries the reason you made that resolution in the first place. When you remember why you started, it awakens a strength that excuses cannot touch and obstacles cannot break. When you remember why you started, it becomes a shield against doubt and a light in the darkness. You see, your why is not just a reason, it's a revelation. It's the force that reminds you that quitting is not an option, because what you are chasing is bigger than the pain, bigger than the delay, bigger than the struggle. And yes, there will be struggle. There will be moments when it feels too hard, when the mountain seems too high, and when your energy is drained. But the moment you reconnect with the reason you began, suddenly the struggle transforms. Suddenly the mountain shrinks. Suddenly every setback becomes a lesson. Every failure becomes a step, and every challenge becomes proof that you are moving in the right direction. That's the power of remembering your why. It reignites your vision and restores your focus. It reminds you that your resolution is not a whim, it's a declaration of intent. And when you cling to that, when you dig deep and hold on to the reason you started, you awaken a determination that nothing can stop, a commitment that cannot be broken, and a fire that cannot be extinguished. So tonight, I want you to go back, not with regret, not with guilt, not with shame, but with purpose. Remember the person who first said, I am going to change. I am going to rise. I am going to grow. That person is still alive in you, and they are waiting for you to step back into your destiny. Do not give up. Do not quit. Remember why you started, and let that reason carry you to the finish line. Failure is not the end. It is not the stop sign you think it is. No, failure is simply a step on the path of progress, a teacher in disguise, a test to see if your heart is truly committed to the vision you carry. Many of us, when we stumble, when we fall, when we face defeat, we allow it to define us. We allow it to convince us that we are not capable, that we are not strong enough, that the dream was too big for us to ever reach. But I want to tell you tonight, failure is not your enemy. Failure is your companion, sent to challenge you, to stretch you, and to strengthen you. Every time you have failed, every time your plans have crumbled, every time your effort has not produced the result you expected, you were being prepared, you were being refined. You were being made ready for something greater than what you could have imagined if you had simply coasted along without challenge. The truth is, there is no victory without trial, no triumph without struggle, and no breakthrough without first facing resistance. If you are on this path and you have stumbled, that does not mean you are lost. It means you are learning. It means you are growing. It means you are being equipped with the wisdom, the resilience, and the courage that are necessary to finish the race. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit is simple. They keep going. They understand that failure is a temporary condition, not a permanent label. They understand that every no and every setback is simply redirecting them, sharpening them, preparing them for the moment when their persistence will pay off. And so I am here tonight to remind you that every failure you've experienced in pursuit of your resolution, every time you've fallen short of your own expectations is part of the process. It is proof that you are moving forward, even when it feels like you are standing still. It is a signal that your dream is alive, that it is real, and that it is testing your commitment to see if you are willing to endure, willing to fight, willing to rise again. You must see failure for what it truly is, not a wall, not a defeat, but a stepping stone. One more step, one more effort, one more act of courage, and suddenly the failure that once seemed like the end becomes the launching pad for your greatest achievement. The fire of persistence is kindled in the moments when you refuse to give up. The strength of your character is forged in the trials you overcome. The victory is reserved for those who see failure not as a stop, but as a step. Tonight, do not be afraid of failing. Be afraid of quitting. Be afraid of letting fear and discouragement steal your destiny. Stand up, keep moving, keep pressing, keep believing. Failure is temporary. Your purpose is eternal. Motivation is powerful, yes, but it is fleeting. Motivation will lift you up when you first start. It will give you energy when the dream is fresh. It will make the first step feel easy and the first effort feel exciting. But motivation is not loyal. Motivation will leave you when the days get hard, when the resistance rises, when the schedule gets full, when life throws distractions, delays, and doubts in your way. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is a flame. And I am here tonight to tell you that if you want to see your resolution through, if you want to achieve the dream you set for this year, you cannot depend on feeling inspired. You must depend on your commitment. You must cultivate discipline. Discipline is the power to do what needs to be done, even when you do not feel like it. Discipline is the muscle that carries you through when your emotions are tired, when your energy is gone, and when every voice in your head is screaming, "Quit! Stop!" It's too hard. Discipline is not glamorous, but it is unstoppable. Discipline is what separates the people who start strong from the people who finish strong. You see, the first week of a resolution is easy. Motivation is there. Excitement is high. But after the initial energy fades, after the first setback, after the first delay, that is when the real work begins. That is when you must dig deep and call on a strength that is not dependent on emotion, a strength that is born from commitment, from purpose, from a refusal to give up. And here is the truth. If you rely only on motivation, you will be at the mercy of your feelings. But when you develop discipline, you become the master of your destiny. You get up early even when you are tired. You push through even when the results are slow. You stay consistent even when no one is watching. You honor your promise to yourself because you know that every small, disciplined action compounds into the life you are striving to create. And let me tell you tonight, discipline is not punishment, it is freedom. It frees you from regret, from wasted time, from the disappointment that comes from quitting. Discipline builds momentum, and momentum builds results. The person who is disciplined does not wait for the perfect moment. The disciplined person shows up every day regardless of the obstacles because they know the only thing between them and their resolution is consistent effort. So I am calling you tonight to rise above your feelings. Do not wait to feel motivated. Do not wait for inspiration to strike. Do not wait for the world to make it easy for you. Step into discipline. Commit to showing up. Commit to taking the next step, the next action, the next effort, and the next moment, even when it is hard. Motivation will come and go, but discipline will carry you to victory. Excuses are the silent killers of dreams. They are the soft whispers in your ear that try to convince you that you cannot, that you should not, that it is too late, too hard, or too impossible. They sound innocent, don't they? I'm too busy. I don't have enough time. I'll start tomorrow. It's not the right moment. But let me tell you tonight, excuses are nothing more than chains. Chains that bind your potential, chains that hold you back from stepping into your destiny, chains that will keep your resolution buried in the grave of maybe next time. If you do not break them, you must be honest with yourself about the excuses that have been controlling your life. Name them, call them out. Look them square in the face and declare, "You will not stop me. You will not determine my future. I am bigger than you. I am stronger than you. I am destined for more than what you allow me to believe." The truth is, everyone has excuses. Everyone has obstacles. Everyone has reasons why it feels impossible to move forward. But the difference between those who achieve and those who give up is simple. Some people see excuses as reality, and others see them as lies, as tests, as obstacles meant to be overcome. You must choose which side you will stand on. You must refuse to let excuses dictate the terms of your life. Excuses will always find you. They will always be ready to convince you to quit. But your commitment must be louder than your excuses. Your vision must be bigger than your excuses. Your purpose must be stronger than your excuses. And here is the secret: when you break free from excuses, when you take ownership of your life, when you refuse to let your reasons for stopping outweigh your reasons for pressing on, suddenly the impossible becomes possible. Suddenly the weight that was holding you down lifts, and the path that seemed blocked opens before you. Excuses are comfortable, yes. They are easy. They allow you to feel justified without taking the pain of action. But comfort is the enemy of progress. Comfort will keep you stuck. Comfort will whisper lies to you about why you cannot achieve your resolution. And so I am here tonight to challenge you. I am here to tell you that your excuses are not your story. They are not your destiny. They are not the measure of what you can become. You must rise above them. You must fight against them. You must do what you promised yourself you would do, not because it is easy, not because it is convenient, but because it is necessary. Break the chains of excuses. Refuse to let them control your life. Step into your purpose. Step into your destiny. Step into the life you were meant to live, because excuses will never give you what determination, discipline, and persistence can. Tonight, make the decision: no more excuses. You are done letting reasons hold you back. You will rise. You will press. You will finish what you started. You have to see it before you can achieve it. Visualization is not just imagining, it is creating a blueprint in your mind and planting the seeds of victory in your soul. When you close your eyes and picture yourself crossing that finish line, achieving that goal, keeping that resolution, something powerful begins to happen. Your mind starts to align with your vision. Your heart starts to believe in what your eyes cannot yet see. And your spirit begins to act in ways that move you closer to the reality you are dreaming of. Many people fail because they focus only on the obstacles, on the setbacks, on what they lack. They see the mountain and become overwhelmed by its height. But when you visualize the finish line, when you hold the picture of success in your mind, the mountain becomes a challenge, not a barrier. You begin to see every step, every effort, every sacrifice as part of the journey that leads to that moment of triumph. When you visualize, you give your subconscious mind a target to aim for. You program yourself for victory, not defeat. You remind yourself every day that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are on the path you were meant to walk. And here is the truth: what you see in your mind shapes what you do in your life. If your vision is weak, your efforts will be weak. If your imagination is limited, your results will be limited. But if your vision is bold, if your imagination is fierce, if you can feel the joy of accomplishment even before it happens, then your actions will rise to meet it. You will take the steps, even the painful ones, because your mind is already rehearsing the victory. Your soul already knows the taste of success. And when the world doubts you, when critics try to discourage you, When fear whispers that you are not enough, your vision will hold you steady. Your picture of the future will remind you why you started, why you cannot quit, why this resolution is worth every ounce of effort. Visualization is not magic, but it is preparation. It is not fantasy, but it is foresight. It allows you to walk through the fire in your mind before you encounter it in reality. So when the challenges come, you are ready. Every great achiever, every champion, every person who has accomplished what seemed impossible has used this tool. They have seen the victory, felt the victory, and let that vision guide their steps. So tonight, I challenge you to close your eyes and see it. See yourself accomplishing that goal. See yourself rising above what has held you back. See yourself walking into the life you were meant to live. Feel it, embrace it, let it fuel your action. The mind that can see it will find a way to achieve it. The heart that believes it will push through the pain. The soul that knows it is possible will not settle for less. Visualize your victory and then go make it real. You don't have to do it all at once. I need you to hear me tonight. Sometimes the reason people give up is because they are trying to leap the mountain in a single bound. They are looking at the entire journey at the finish line that feels miles away, and they allow the size of the task to paralyze them. But I am here to tell you that victory is not achieved in one giant leap. Victory is achieved one step at a time. One step today, one decision today, one act of faith today. You take the next step and then the next and then the next. And suddenly, before you even realize it, you are closer than you were yesterday. The key is movement. The key is persistence. The key is refusing to let the enormity of the goal keep you from starting, keep you from acting, keep you from believing. Every single person who has accomplished a dream, who has reached a goal, who has kept a resolution, has done it by breaking it down into manageable steps, by showing up consistently, by taking action even when it was uncomfortable, inconvenient, or exhausting. And let me tell you, those small steps are not small at all. They are the building blocks of greatness. They are the foundation upon which your dreams will rise. They are proof that you are committed, that you are serious, that you will not quit. You see, you don't need permission to start over. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need the ideal moment. All you need is one more step, one more effort, one more attempt, and then another, and then another. Momentum is built by action, not by thought. Momentum is built by persistence, not by waiting for inspiration. Momentum is built by refusing to give up when it would be easier to walk away. Tonight, I want you to recognize that no matter how far you have fallen, no matter how many times you have stumbled, no matter how many times you have said, I can't, you can take one more step. That one step is powerful. That one step is transformative. That one step has the power to change the course of your year. That one step will bring you closer to your goal than all the excuses in the world could ever push you back. And here is the truth. When you take that one step, you are telling the universe, I refuse to quit. I refuse to give in. I refuse to settle for less than what I am capable of. That one step signals that you are ready to finish what you started, that you are ready to honor the promise you made to yourself, that you are ready to claim the victory that belongs to you. So tonight, I challenge you, whatever it is that you have been putting off, whatever dream you have been hesitant to pursue, whatever resolution you have been tempted to abandon, take one more step. Make that call, write that page, run that mile, take that action, even when it feels impossible. Just one more step, and then keep going. One step leads to another, and before long, you will be standing at the finish line, victorious, not because it was easy, but because you refused to stop. Tonight, take that step. Claim your power. Step into your destiny. Tonight, I'm here to tell you it's not over. You may have stumbled. You may have doubted. You may have thought about giving up, but listen to me. Your story is not finished. Every step you take from this moment on matters. Every effort, every choice, every act of faith is building your legacy. You are stronger than your fears, bigger than your excuses, and destined for greatness that will not be denied. So I'm calling you now. Rise up, stand tall, and refuse to quit. Take one more step, push through one more struggle, fight one more battle, and claim the life you were created to live. The world may try to stop you, the critics may try to silence you, but your purpose will roar louder. Don't just make a resolution, make a revolution in your life starting today.